Okay. I want to welcome everyone to another one of our live shows. We've got, of course, from representing Total R&B, Lorena. How you doing, Lorena?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me here again.
Yes. No, you're part of the family. And we've got a special guest. We've got Carell Henderson. Um, as I said, he was, if Gene Griffin didn't go to prison, Kids at Work would have been doing legacy tours and almost being in every. If he didn't go into prison, we might not have had Guy, but we would have had Kids
Well,
at Work.
I don't want to be responsible for that.
Well, we've got a singer-songwriter and vocal coach, Carell Henderson. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on now?
Yeah, we're doing well. Benson, welcome. Jihad, welcome. Yes, I'm glad you guys are here. To celebrate one of my favorite albums, which is Brian McKnight's debut album. So we're going to go through that album. But before then, it's always good to see if there's any sort of music news that has been out there that we needed to highlight and talk about. Lorena, anything that comes to mind? Yeah, Mac.
I don't know. I'm excited for the Michael Jackson movie.
Oh man, I'm very excited about I'm very excited about that one.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Derek and out of Minneapolis. Well done, and Mac. Welcome. Yes. Carell, anything from your side? Any music news? Anything that comes to mind?
I am starting Pop Star Academy in LA in a few months. I'm very proud to. It's a very premature announcement, but I am so excited about it. It's going to be a one-stop. This is going to be the kind of a Pop Star Academy that if you're a young singer and you haven't gone to us, you're probably not going to get a deal. It's going to be like that. It's going to be celebrity guests all the time coming in and execs coming in, and it's going to be the type of school that prepares children and adults in all ways to become complete superstars. Because the one thing that's missing from the industry these days is artist development and knowledge. You know what I mean? So we're going to be a one-stop shop. It's going to be like a high-end, high-level, like red carpet every weekend affair. It's a 3-day affair, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be the most wonderful, fun, beautiful, confidence building. You know what I mean? Each singer is going to be treated like they are already pop stars from the door. You know what I mean? It's going to be wonderful. We're going to have a parents lounge, and it's going to be very, 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 very high end. It's going to be beautiful.
Okay. We definitely look forward to that.
Oh yeah, Pop Star Academy coming to you. Take it over.
Yeah, and I guess for me, just as everyone is coming in, we welcome you guys. Yes, the Michael movie's coming out. It comes out in the UK on Wednesday. So it'll be so this Sunday we will have we'll talk about that album. But we can go into this album. There's a number of people who have come in who have different thoughts about Brian McKnight and especially about this album. I'll probably start with you, Carell. Have you heard of this album by Brian McKnight before?
Yeah, I had a really good time revisiting it because I haven't heard it in so long. Because you know how it is. Somebody comes out with an album, but through the years, you only hear the singles. You know what I mean? So it was a pleasure for me to actually dissect it and go through it and rate it and all that kind of stuff. It was like, wow, this guy can really, really sing. I was very impressed. Very impressed.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Lorena, what about you? Had you heard it when it first came out, or when did you first hear it?
I did not hear this album when it first came out. I was really young, so
Yeah, she was too. She looked like she a baby. She was a baby.
yeah, I wasn't that old to really take in this whole album. So this is my first time going through the whole thing. I was impressed with the album. I really like it. It was, yeah, a lot of the tracks are like really good. I wish certain songs were, I guess, maybe released earlier as singles and stuff like that when I was researching the album. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so the album came out in '92, the summer of '92, June of '92, and it went on to go platinum. I always like to see um, what albums were released in and around that time, because it gives you an understanding of what was. It gives you an understanding. Okay, so Mary's What the 411 came out the month afterwards. En Vogue's Funky Divas came out March of '92. Sade's Love Duets '92. Bobby album came out August of '92. TLC's debut album in '92. SWV's About Time '92. Silk's Lose Control in November '92. Shy, If I Ever Fall in Love, September of '92. We had the Boomerang soundtrack, which was the same June of '92. The Bodyguard soundtrack came out November of '92. So,
Damn. Honestly, that's a testament of how much music has diminished. All of those amazing pieces of work came out in the same year.
in the same year.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't even mention Shantae Moore's Precious Portrait came out in '92. Rex and Effects came out in '92. I know we had the Mariah Carey Unplugged. High Five, Keep It Coming, Keep It Going. Keep it going on August of '92. So
It won't stop.
it's yeah. So I mean that just shows you that Shaka Khan's "I'm Every Woman," and we even forgot about 12 Play by R. Kelly and Public Announcement.
Oh,
Came out in '92. So it's so to come out at that time, and I'm sure there are more. And I haven't even looked at any R&B and hip hop stuff, but '92 was really such a special year, and the music was coming out of the New Jack Swing, going into this little bit hip hop and R&B, a little bit more contemporary as well. And yes, Derek mentioned the Mo Money soundtrack came out in '92. So I mean, there's just so many albums that
crazy.
that came out. But I always remember when this came out. I always remember when this album came out, and I think the first song that I heard was "The Way Love Goes," and I'd heard of Take Six, so I think there was some familiarity around the relationship between Brian McKnight and his older brother Claude is the one who started Take Six, and Take Six had just so it felt as if their connection. I think they used the connection to try and get him out there, but man, I mean, when I heard this album, it was on my radar. Okay, anytime Brian McKnight puts up an album, I'm gonna stop buying it because I was not disappointed by this. Yes, at the time, Krill, were you paying attention to what was happening in '92 or what the albums and the music?
I was. I mean, as much attention as I could pay, because in '92, you know what I mean. I was neck deep in still doing, my demos and shopping record deals and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean. I had just lost the Quincy Jones deal, so I was trying to reestablish myself in the business at that point. You know what I mean. I remember meeting a man at the same label that D'Angelo was signed to. I think it was BMI or one of them places like that. And my mentor had sent me to this A&R guy, and you know how A&R guys, they don't really pay no attention to you when you walk through the door, you know what I mean, and anything. He was on the phone the whole time. I put my tape in, he was still on the phone, not paying me no attention. My song started playing. He was like, his eyes went like, what? He got off the phone right away, you know what I mean? And after listening to my demo, he seemed to love it. He was like, you remind me of this guy who we just signed. His name is D'Angelo. I'm like, oh, okay. This is like before D'Angelo came out. Wow. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what I was into at the time. You know what I mean?
Okay. And Lorraine, there's some comments on people who have taken a still see. So there are two parts of this. There's Brian McKnight, the artist, and the music, and then over the past year, a couple of years, there's been his personal life around his family that have really had an impact on his shows and how he's been perceived in the public. How do you separate the two? Oh, are you aware of what's happening, Cora?
I mean, I know what happened with him and his son and everybody, but I didn't know that it was impacted in shows. I hadn't heard about that.
Yes, I think he was. I think a few shows it's affected a few shows, especially in the UK and the US, because it's become very public and very messy, and some promoters have sort of said, this is the it's a distraction from some of the audience and stuff.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So like sometimes promoters will buy ads on like social media to promote the concerts that are coming up, and then if you see any that has Brian McKnight, as soon as you click on the comments, it's all like, I won't be going to that show, cancel it or remove him from the lineup. Like, it's a lot of negativity.
Why are people so negative?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's a pity, and I say it's a pity because, as I said, we've got the same happening with TLC and Chile and their shows, and people trying to cancel it and stuff, and I don't know. You can't tell people how to think and stuff. But it seems to be getting worse now with social media, where people can be keyboard warriors and have an agenda. But for today, I really wanted us to focus on this album and his music. And I do remember seeing him live in about, I think around 92, 93 in Chicago when No, sorry. I'm thinking about Maxwell. Sorry, but I do remember. Yeah, I was thinking about Maxwell because I was thinking about going to, but in '92 I was living in Alabama, and it wasn't until '95 that I moved to the Midwest. Oh, '96. Okay. Okay. So
I actually saw Brian McKnight in concert then.
Okay. And what did you make of it?
It was wonderful. It was an intimate show. They were holding some kind of contest. It was some kind of contest. I forgot the name of the contest, but it had to do with, it was a bunch of men competing against each other to be, I don't know, the best man or whatever. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a lot of women there, a lot of girls there, and he just performed on an acoustic piano. You know what I mean? The sound wasn't the best, you know what I mean, because they didn't have the piano really plugged up, mic'd up right, but he was amazing. He played wonderfully, he sang wonderfully, you know what I mean? He just, this is like the very beginning stages of his career.
Okay.
So it must have been that same year.
Okay. So I know that most people who come on will talk. We normally would try and do a top 10, but I wanted to do something different, and I thought about going through. Unless you both had a top 10.
I did a top 10 only because that's what you did last time. But it's up to you. You're the host.
What about you, Lorena? Did you have a top 10?
I have a top 10 because I thought that's what we're doing, but we can switch it up. I don't.
No. I don't want to be the odd one out then. So I could quickly shift my stuff in order. As well, so that is easy for me to do. But
It's
the
up to you.
well, so we'll do a top 10 because I know those who have come through have done this. There are two elements of this album. There is his vocal performance, the writing, the themes of the songs, and then the production. Lorena, I mean, when you listen to it, what did you make of the songs and the theme?
Are you asking me? Oh, you're asking her.
I'll start with Lorena, then I'll ask you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So I felt like, I don't know, it was really well done. The album, there was like one song where I just felt like it's a good song still, but I felt like it was kind of different than the rest of the album, in my opinion. But I thought the themes were great, like speaking about, love, and there's a song, dedicated to his son. Like it was just really well done. The production too was great. So I think also too, because I'm listening to this album that was done in the early 90s compared to now, where you don't really hear a lot of like instrumentation in the songs and stuff like that. So I loved it.
What about you, Carell?
The style of the album. What did I think about the style of the album?
Yeah,
I loved it. I think it's his style is a little jazzy. You know what I mean? It's cooled out. You know what I mean? And back then, I was the party animal back then, so I always wanted to dance or whatever, or chase behind some girls or run from the girls or whatever. But other than that, it was smooth. It was beautiful. I think his single, oh my God, woo! I believe that his single was I don't know if it was, but it had to have been a true story. It had to have been. You know what I mean? It's just like amazing. Oh, I see a comment right here that I wanted to address if you don't mind.
Yeah, which one?
Somebody said that I said that Brian McKnight was being negative. I didn't say that Brian McKnight was being negative. I said the people judging him were being negative. No way did I say that Brian McKnight was being negative.
Yeah, no, and as I said, and I think and you learn that people will have their opinions, and
Oh my God.
you learn to respect that. But I've done a top 10 on R. Kelly, and regardless of what he's done, and I'm not in a sense appeasing anything like that. It's just that I started this 6 years ago to focus on the music and to promote the music, and people just remember the music and stuff. Okay.
I once trained a beautiful young lady that was sent to us from R. Kelly. She must have been about 20, 21 years old at the time. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying what he did and what he didn't do, but I'm just saying, and she was exceptionally beautiful. And she never told me anything negative about him. So who knows what the truth is.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So let's just start with we start with our number 10. And then, so we'll start with you, Lorena, then Carell, then I'll finish, and then we luckily there's 13 songs on there, so people won't necessarily know our number one until we get because there are 3 songs that won't be on it.
Okay, so number 10 for me was actually the first song on the album, the opener, which is Yours. I thought it was, I know, don't kill me, guys. So I thought it was a good opener, but I guess for me in my ears, I feel like the beat it just didn't age well for me. And I just felt like it was kind of like out of place in my opinion, but it's still a good song. It still made my top 10, but yeah.
Hold on one sec, Carell. I think there's a lot of background noise on your end.
Let me turn the air off. Let me turn the air off.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. It feels like something's blown.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah, it was from his side. Then he's probably in New York or so.
And I thought it was cool too with that song that Vanessa Williams did background vocals. Well, that's what it said.
Yeah, they're both from Mercury Records.
Yeah.
They're both signed to the same label.
Yeah, they had the duet. So she's on that track too, which is pretty cool.
Huh?
Oh, now we can't hear you.
Oh, now we can't. Oh, hold on. No, that could be me. Hold on, Coral. Yeah, go ahead, talk.
Is that better?
Oh my goodness, yes, yeah. It was look ahead like a shh. Yeah, much better.
Oh yeah, that's the air conditioner. Sorry.
Okay, much better. Okay, so that was so yeah. Lorena said yours. Okay, what about you, Coral? What's that?
I made that face because I agree with her 100%. I had the same choice of number 10, yours. And for me, it's like, you know, when I think of Brian McKnight, I think of the balladeer, the smooth guy. I don't think of up tempo. You know what I mean? So, you know, New Jack Swing was transitioning back then. You know what I mean, to hip hop R&B, like you said earlier, and that song didn't quite sound like hip hop R&B. Of course, it sounded more like, you know, New Jack Swing. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So do you know who did the production, co-production on that?
Who did it?
Fred McFarlane.
Oh, I knew him.
Who did something just then? No. Who did what's the song with Keith Sweat and Jackie McGee? Not the fast one, the last track on the album. Did he
no? Don't Stop Your Love?
Yeah, Don't Stop Your Love. Yeah.
He did that. He did Somebody Else's Guy.
Yeah, so he did
Somebody Else's Guy.
Wow.
Yeah, so he did some of that co-production on that track.
He was such a cool guy. I miss him, man. He passed away a few years ago.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay, so that's okay. For me, number 10 for me is let me see. Yeah, is the feeling gone?
Is the feeling gone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
It was a jazzy track.
Yeah.
And if you don't know jazz, like I was like, okay, and I felt like, okay, so that was my opening to jazz kind of song, a song, and the stuff, and I thought, okay, it's pretty good. Really enjoyed it. But as I said, I'm putting it there because there are 9 other songs I like better, not because it's like when I didn't like it, I put it in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, as I said, this is, and I'll give you my ratings and prediction at the end, but there was hardly any bad songs on this for me. So
not at all.
But that was why I said number 10. Okay. Elena, what's number 9?
Well, number 9 for me is the feeling gone. That is my number 9. Honestly, at first it didn't make my top 10 because it is a jazz song. It's very different. But the more that I was listening to the album, it started to climb its way up. But yeah, so this one here, and I thought it was cool too. He has Take 6 on the backgrounds for that song too.
Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, I when I interviewed Claude McKnight, his brother, lead singer, the founder of Take 6, I said, how come Brian was not part of Take 6? And he says, no. By the time, because Claude was in university when they started Take 6, Brian was still in high school. And he says Brian has always wanted to be independent, so he wouldn't have fit in at all. And they had different styles of the direction they were going to. So yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm sorry, yeah. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, that's the jazz one is nice. It was very nicely put together. I wonder if Herbie Hancock was on that because it gave me that sense that, you know, proper nice jazzy track, but I don't have the full production stuff with me. Okay. What about you, Kirill? What about you? What's numbers?
My number 9 was Goodbye, My Love.
Oh, wow.
Goodbye, my love. Uh-oh. Do I see some resistance? Is it mutiny?
Wow. Goodness, you guys are torturing this song.
No.
His album was so good that the amazing stuff got to go in, up front.
Okay.
But you know what? You know what it is for me? Because I never really heard the whole entire album, in its entirety. So for me, it's like I'm always going to be a little bit more biased towards the songs that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I had Stay the Night. Nice track, nice vibe. A little slow I say a little slow because I've got some other songs that are higher up, but it was definitely different, nice, and it felt like a nice safe song compared to some of the other ones that I've appreciated in the album.
Do you know who did the production on that one?
Let me see. Stay the Night. Stay the Night is track 9. I mean, all the instruments were done by Brian McKnight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did all the instruments. And other people chipped in here and there. I wish I had. And he did some drum programming and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
wow.
Majority of the stuff is him.
Yeah.
Majority of the stuff is him.
I'm impressed. He's a multifaceted musician and producer. That's what's up.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, was it just me? Who's next?
Oh yeah, I have to do number 8.
8.
Okay, this is funny because it sounds like I'm kind of like piggybacking off of your stuff, Namdi, but number 8 for me is Stay the Night.
That just means you guys are here.
Yeah, so I have it at number 8 because I felt the same way. I really do like the song, but I feel like it's kind of like being a victim on like a really good album. Like there's so many good songs on this album. So that's why it got placed at number 8, but I really like the song.
Okay, what about you, Quill?
I couldn't say.
Okay.
No, I mean, I don't remember. I just can't say. No, I'm just playing. No,
Oh, I was like, I thought that.
No, I couldn't say it's 8. Yeah.
Okay.
What did you make of it, though? I couldn't say it.
Smooth. The boy is just smooth, man. I mean, and honestly, even his up tempos are smooth. He's just a smooth guy. You know what I mean? He's a laid back guy. That's why I can't understand why I can't imagine anybody having a problem with him unless he's a totally different person from what he portrays. Because I used to watch his you remember his talk show he used to have when he used to have invited guests on there? I love that show.
Yeah.
Especially the episode when he had El DeBarge on
Oh,
there.
DeBarge, yeah.
It was a really good show.
Lauren, have you seen any of those clips on YouTube?
Yeah, I have seen some of those clips where he had his
man.
show. Yeah.
He was, he seemed like it. And then I also saw the interview with him and this guy named Anton Daniels or something like that. I know he's in the news for a lot of controversy. But yeah, and he was actually talking about his family and his son and what happened. And, terrible story. But he seemed like a laid back guy. Who knows?
Yeah. You just never know. Okay, for me, number 8 is "Love Me, Hold Me." Yeah, at number 8. As I said, having to I mean, as I said, I didn't come in here thinking about rating the album because I just listened to it and I just moved to the next song and like, oh, this is great. So it was hard for me to put them in order. I mean, I've got 3 of the ones that I just know that these are my 3 favorite.
Yeah.
But the rest, I'm just like, okay, how do I put that here? How do I put this there? So yeah. But yeah, "Love Me, Hold Me, Don't Never." Yeah. So I just. Yeah, so I've just put it.
I can hear that, dog. Not too far off. I can hear that.
Yeah. Okay. Lorena, what's number 7 for you?
Can you guess what it is?
"Love Me."
Yeah.
Are you serious?
What?
I swear, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my number 7. I'm always one up, but it's like the same with them.
That's because you guys are probably secretly in the same place, looking at each other's lists.
No, we don't discuss anything beforehand, so this is crazy.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what
I'm
I got.
on to you two.
Number 7.
Okay. It looks as though I'm just looking through most of the songs. Oops, sorry, what have I just done? Did I just? Sorry, I don't even know what I've just done now. Hold on. I don't know what I just did. And sorry, I'll remove this. It should go back to normal. Okay.
Oh, I like that. Oh man, I like that other look.
Yeah, no,
I'm bigger.
No, I had yeah, because the comments on the side, so I wanted us to be able to see the comments there. So sorry, but I put my laptop on my.
Anton Daniels is a certified lame. I have no idea. I just saw the
oh, I need to switch around. Okay, Karel, what's number 7 for you?
Number 7. Well, at least I have love in the title. The Way Love Goes.
Whoa!
The Way Love Goes.
Wow.
It's the way love goes. It's just the way love goes, you know. I don't know what else to say
that was
about
one of the singles. I thought you'd appreciated the singles.
You know what? Honestly, because as you'll see later on in the show, it was something else that surprised me, that I really loved.
Okay.
That I've never heard before, and I don't want to give it away, but yeah, so something had to be bumped.
Okay. Yeah, number 7 for me is I Couldn't Say. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You said number 7? Number 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's as I said, it's
that was my number 8. So
yeah. I mean, it's goodness. As I said, I've never had to rank this, and I struggled. I was driving. I'm thinking, if I had to rank this, could I do that? And I thought no. So I've had to quickly, as we all agreed to do it, I just had to move things around, and it's like, so just to, but it's almost like, apart from the top 3, the top 5, I think everything did of the 5, the 6 through 10, they could have gone either way. They could have gone either way. That's how it is.
A quick sidebar question. I just want to ask you: Do you play any instruments or anything?
No, unfortunately,
no.
not.
That's surprising because you have a profound love of music, like a profound love of music.
And I think that's my Achilles, because I've had to, because I love music, and you know, I'll be in church tomorrow. My son is playing bass. And
nice.
at times I'm just watching and thinking, if only I could just, be like Neo in the Matrix and have download playing the guitar. I'll just get up there and just do something. So
do you have any idea how easy it is to learn how to play an instrument? It's very, the main instruments is very easy. I watched somebody once learn how to play guitar in a month.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So no, but I think that's why I show so much appreciation and love, almost like I can live through others and the songs and the music and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we just do number 6?
We did 7.
Then? I've done 7. We're down to 6. Okay. So, Lorena, what's number 7? Number 6 for you?
I couldn't say. I know you guys are over me.
What? No, that's good. I mean, it's just close to what I did,
Oh, that's your number 6?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my 7.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
and it's my 8.
That's why I said you guys must be over me.
We all like this. We all like this.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
Okay. All right. Okay. Girl, what about yourself? What's your number 6?
I got Stay the Night.
Okay.
I got Stay the Night. What y'all know about Stay the Night?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, as I said, it's 13 songs in an album. You're doing a top 10. There are times when I'm doing this where I'm just like, yeah, I hated this song, and I just put it down. I couldn't say the same with this. And it's amazing that some people are putting in songs like Max put Is the Feeling Gone at number 6. And I think, okay, yeah. And I had it at 10. So people will listen to it and have it in different spaces.
Yeah.
For me, number 6.
Your comment section is going in, boy.
Yeah.
They going in. Hey.
Yeah, as I said, that there is always that, the separation of the person, at the music, and I think you can rub people the wrong way that they just wouldn't even want to watch you or listen to you. So you've got to be very careful when you're airing, doing airing public stuff, your family stuff, and having people to pick sides and become very dramatic and stuff. And I think it got messy. And in feuds, no one wins, unfortunately. It doesn't matter if you're proven right. It doesn't matter if a judge awards you the money. It doesn't matter if everyone says, but if you're fighting somebody in your family, the family is split. So even if you win the verdict, you're still losing the overall battle because of family.
I'm telling you. If you're a public figure, for me, I play the 5th. I ain't got no opinion.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing, is when people just build their opinion on that. I mean, Tilly has been, people dislike her because she donated, I think, $900 or so over the course of many years to the Republican Party. So it's just the smallest thing, and it can affect them anyway. What was your number 6 for?
Stay the Night.
Oh, Stay the Night, yeah. My number 6, and I'm surprised, Lorena, you didn't enjoy this one, was yours. The video also reminds me. He reminds me of Portrait, and I thought it was an interesting way to open the album, because I think in '92 there was this, as I mentioned, some of the things you were just coming out of New Jack Swing, so they put in. They put in an up-tempo song to start it off, but they're like, yeah, you know what? We're just going to start it off, give you a little intro, but we're going to go to our core and focus on the ballads, which meant that which was very, very different. And so for me, I actually did like yours. It helps me get into the album and like, okay, this is nice. And I wonder if the rest of the album is going to be like that, but it wasn't, which I'm not disappointed about. Yours at number 6.
Somebody said Stay the Night was my cut.
So number 5 for me, finally, it's different than Andy. I'm not following. Number 5 is After the Love for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know that was one of the singles that they had, but yeah, I really enjoyed that song, so it came into my top 5.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's okay. Interesting. And Max says now it gets hard. So we're on the end games, as Doctor Strange said in Infinity War. we're in the end game. So what's number 5 for you?
Love Me, Hold Me.
Okay.
Just the title alone got me. Nah. I'm feeling sentimental. I'm going through a breakup.
And the reason why it was hard for me to put them around, because they felt like there was a story. He got his girl and they were happy, and then they broke up, and he was, they wanted to cry it out. And then he's almost like he found a new relationship and it was going forward. So I was like, oh man. So I just love the flow. But anyway, we're Well, number five. Number five actually is on the same sort of flow with yours, and it's "Goodbye, My Love."
Mm.
The up tempo type of stuff, but it's just different. What I'm glad about it that I loved how he sang in that. It seems strange that you had "Is This the Way Love Goes" at the second single, then the third is on the album "Goodbye My Love." So I would have thought you'd put yours and "Goodbye My Love," so that they follow that tempo. Then you go, "That's the Way Love Goes," and but anyway, I loved his falsetto. Was it, what would I call it? His high pitched falsetto in and how he sings and how he feels controlled throughout when he sings his songs. And yeah, just love the vibe of this one. "Goodbye, My Love."
That's one thing no one can take away from him. He can really, really sing.
Yeah.
Like I remember one time I was at an open mic, right? This radio station had invited me to sing at a show, but they wanted to see me sing first at an open mic. So I was at an open mic, right? And it was a guy singing before me. He sounded just like Brian McKnight, and he was doing Brian McKnight. I'm like, how the hell am I going to follow this? I was scared to death. I was scared to death. I'll never forget that. It worked out. It worked out though.
It worked. What tone do you sing with now? Because I know, for those who don't know, Carell was the lead singer of Kids at Work, and as I said earlier, if Gene Griffin didn't go to prison and promoted them like they were, we wouldn't have heard Guy, because they would have just gone on.
But you heard me sing last time I saw you. Remember I sang one of my songs for you guys.
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh my God, it's kind of crazy. Don't even remember.
Yeah, I was wondering your tone now. Are you still singing in the tone that you had back then, which was very
like
Ralph?
I mean, I sound like I was 8 years old back then. You know what I mean? But I sang the way you would imagine I would sing as a grown man. The way, if you listen to me back then, you know what I mean? El DeBarge, Michael Jackson, Ralph Tresvant, you know what I mean? Sometimes Lil Marvin Gaye, you know what I mean? That type of thing.
But what about now? So what I mean, that's
what I'm doing now.
Okay.
I mean, it really depends on the vibe of the song or whatever I'm singing, you know what I mean? I like to change it up.
Okay.
Depends on what girls are watching.
But you also have your vocal coaching that you're doing as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, when we finish the list, we're going to have to talk about Mariah Carey. I don't know if you saw a video of her performing.
What, lately?
It was like this 2 days ago. Okay, I will play it, and we can talk about that at the end of this. So okay. So where are we at now? What number are we at?
We're at 4, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Lauren, what's
Namdi, we're back. Before it's "Goodbye, My Love."
Your 4 is "Goodbye, My Love"?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is my number 4. But I feel the same way. I loved his voice on this track, and I felt like it was different. But I preferred this song over yours.
Yours, okay. Yeah. Goodbye, my yeah. So I mean, I guess it's I love this his falsetto as he's singing it and the whole vibe of it. Okay. What about you, Carell? What's number 4?
Number 4. Oh man, this was the one that surprised me. I was really into this one. Oh Lord, I was really impressed with that one. It's a beautiful song about the Most High. I love it.
Oh, which one was that?
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay.
Oh Lord. See, I play so much you don't even know when I'm being serious.
Yeah. Okay. Number 4 for me. This was, I mean, because I'm going for the theme of the album, and it's when he's had the breakup, and he's almost trying to I mean, this is one of those heartbreaks that you're listening to, like, damn, man,
Hmm.
you don't want to have a love and it be broken up like that. Never felt this way before. It's just on a piano. He's playing the piano. Never felt this way about love.
Yeah, that's your number 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, and he's just very vulnerable with it. He doesn't feel like he's rushing it. He isn't trying to. Okay, because if you listen to sometimes, I remember back in the day, and I don't know, I keep saying this, when I used to watch American Idol, Randy Jackson, Paul Abdul, and Simon, and Randy will always say, you have to too many riffs and all that, and I never understood. I'm just looking and saying, woo, I'm like, wow, that's great, and he was like, no, it's too much. The emotion is not there. And so it has been now that I've been able to appreciate when somebody sings the emotions and they're not trying to almost use their vocals as a way of just saying, yeah, look what I can do.
Yeah, the vocals after that.
Miss the point of what the song's about. Yeah. And never felt this way about loving you is like, he was like, it's almost like it felt like he was singing to a real person. And he was just like, I'll give you a glimpse of the letter I've just written to this person who's walked out on me. That is what I felt about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got one of Brian McKnight's biggest fans, Stevie Street.
Wow.
Hey, Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie Street, who not only loves Brian McKnight, he's a massive David Foster fan. But he would have been too emotional to come on tonight, so he decided to watch from the sideline.
Steve, I actually thought you was gonna be here, man.
Yeah. So that's I wish I could have put this song higher, but yeah. Now we're number number 3. What's number 3 for you, Lauren?
Number 3, I have The Way Love Goes. At number 3.
Wow. What did you make of it?
I actually really liked the song. I didn't know it was like the first single from the album. I had no clue, but it is a song that I kept
listening
to. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's what the internet told me. So
really?
Yeah, it was. It was the because it's yeah, it was the first single, but that's the kind of vibe that the album had. Later on we saw Changing Faces do the same thing, have ballads and slows and mid-tempos starting it off. So it goes slowly up the radio charts and stays there longer. And then it's like, oh, what's this? And then what was the next single he came out with? So I just wish the next one he came out with, Goodbye My Love. Mm-hmm. And so it just like the theme, the love and heartbreak. So it really, really resonated. And it's not easy to come out as a new artist in this time if you're not part of a group. Groups were easier to blend in. Yeah. Solo artists, it takes some. You have to be different and unique. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was like a good choice as one of the singles, especially when you were naming all the albums that came out during that year. That was crazy competition.
Ooh. Yeah. You had to be a for real artist back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I people, we keep harping back. We keep harping back about how the 90s was sort of the pinnacle of R&B. And when I say pinnacle, because after the 90s, it just became hip hop and watered down music. Yeah. But that was when it was like the boutique labels came out and we were just being spoiled each month. June of '88, we had Any Heartbreak, we had Guy's debut album, we had Troop's debut album, we had Bobby's Don't Be Cruel album, and actually a week before that we had I'll Be Sure's Effect Mode, and I think a month later we had Karen White's album, all in '98. Just imagine That so, and would you even think that this is not what life is? We're just going to be getting music after music and classic after classic. I think '96 was probably one of the best years ever, but '92 wasn't too far off. I think we had
if music was
deep
food,
album.
If music was food, we all be starving. We'd be starving.
Oh, Stevie, that was my number 4. Sorry.
Goodbye, my love.
I lost.
Okay, so where we at? What number are we at?
3, I
number
guess.
3.
Is it 3?
Number 3. Yeah. Have you done number 3, Laura?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did The Way Love Goes.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
My prayer. No, my prayer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that was the one for his child or so.
Yeah, for his oldest son.
Brian McKnight Jr.
Yes.
Is that the one that passed away?
No. Nico,
so
that's the second son, second child. But
I follow Brian McKnight Jr. on social media. He's also very, very talented.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can sing. He sing like his father.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
I think the unfortunate thing is that I think the whole drama of this, because and I actually had an uncle who did the same thing. He named his first child after him, and then when the mom of his first 4 kids, they separated, and she took the kids away and started talking bad about him. Then he remarried, and then his first son of his new wife he named after himself. But then years later, his older kids reconciled with him, and so he's got 2 sons with the same name. And so I think it's always so as I said, I've got family experience with that type of drama and stuff, so it's always a challenging thing. However, the song, the music, he reminds me of King David, the way King David used to sing his psalms and write his songs very from the heart and very open and very vulnerable. And that is one of the things I would say about when I'm listening to these songs. Yeah. Okay.
King David, man.
David.
I got a brother named David. He used to tell me stories about King David when I was little.
Okay. He was saying no. I was saying that these albums came out in '88. I was saying those albums came out in '88, between the month of May and the month of August of '88. Oh, those albums came out. Okay, so number 3 for me is it's almost a follow-up from his breakup, and
don't you do it.
He's asking for one last cry.
What?
He's asking for one last cry.
That is blasphemy.
What? He's asking for one last cry, and it is such a, oh goodness, wow! It's like who does that? Who very, very rarely do you have men writing these types of songs.
I know.
And being very open and vulnerable. It's women who easily can do it, and you broke my heart and all that stuff.
Yeah.
For the man to really just back then, oh my goodness, how I miss the old days. So for him just to sit there and say, "Well, can I get one last cry?" Men weren't supposed to cry, as they would say, and he's saying it's so hard for me. I just need to have this cry just so I can move on, but it's not easy. So one last cry.
I knew you was gonna pick that for some reason. I don't know why. I just knew you was gonna pick that.
Yeah, no, it was going to be in my top 3. It's not number 3. I wish it could have been higher. Yes. Okay, that's number 3 for me. Lorena, what's number 2?
So number 2 for me is One Last Cry. That is my number 2 song. Yeah, it's a song I do remember. So that song, of course, I knew it's
Oh,
like one of his biggest songs. So I definitely knew this one. So I was familiar. But yeah, it came in at the number 2 spot, but it's like an amazing song.
I can't wait to hear y'all number ones. Boy, I got drums back there. I'm about to do a drum roll. I want to hear your number ones.
Okay.
Y'all must be picking from another album. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I've had to almost do this as we started because I had no plans. I just was going to talk through the song. So I almost feel like I betrayed this beautiful album by having to rank it. So, but Greg, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Never Felt This Way.
Wow.
Yep. I think part of the reason is that because that's the song that stands out the most for me from when I saw him perform. I remember him singing that song. And for some reason, I don't remember anything else he sang, but I remember him singing that song.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And yeah. So, it sparked the memory from the youngin' days.
But
the YN days.
You listen to it on the record, it as I said earlier, it didn't sound like he was recording the song. It felt like he was actually telling somebody this how he felt, and he was just, let me say this in music. And the way it was recorded, it didn't feel as if they needed to perfect it. They felt like, I'm just gonna sing this song from the heart. I always used to wonder when how come artists don't go into the studio, a recording studio, and sing the whole song like they would on the stage. Like they'll sing a little bit and they'll cut it, sing the chorus here, cut it, and patch it together.
Because a lot of them can't.
Yeah, but when on stage, don't they do that?
It's just different, you know what I mean? Like in the old days, when you got ready to record a record, you had to go into the rehearsal studio and rehearse it for like a week until you got it perfect. And then you can go into the studio and just sing it all the way through if you were good enough to do so. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of times somebody will write a song and you'll record it right after they write it. So you have to line by line it, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But it's no artist development anymore, It's just
that's the difference. I'm listening to this and it felt like he was singing it. Now I can't say I wasn't in the studio, but it felt like he was at his piano just singing it at one go.
Yeah.
It didn't feel packed. It didn't feel like they were just adding here and there and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is it me number 2? Yeah. Is it me number 2? Ooh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't let go of the love after the love. After the love is gone. But where it sits in the order of the album, it's like he's one last cry, and he's like, "Yeah, I've had to. It's gone. It's not happening." And he's like, "So after the love," and I don't know if I'm putting it there. If I'm putting it in number 2 because of where it fit on the album. So when I'm listening to the album, it's like he's had the heartbreak. He's trying to still stay, and he's one more crying, and he's like, okay, well, after the love is gone. But shush.
There's a girl out there he owed money to, boy. I could tell he was going through some hell when he did his album, boy, because heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. He ain't got one song in here called "Hello, Miss." I'm like, damn. Right.
Goodness. You know that Keith has gone around saying that he was going through heartbreak when he recorded the Make It Last Forever album.
Keith Sweat?
Yeah. He was recently on podcast and interviewing saying, yeah, I was going through a breakup of a bad relationship, and I was still, everything there was right way and wrong way to love. All the songs were about the relationship, and I'm begging, make it last forever.
That's
all the
crazy.
stuff. And so, the whole was his therapy was to put it into music. And
I used to know Keith Sweat, boy. The only thing I never heard him talk about is heartbreak, but you know.
He
used to come watch us rehearse. He ain't never talk about being heartbroken. He's got all the girls.
Oh goodness, it's funny. Maybe it's strange that, because you're right. He's probably, who knows if he's, because at this time of his career, his first major label album is the one everyone still picks up, no matter all the other albums he's had. This is this is your thriller, and he almost now needs to. I don't know if he has to give a story as to why it was so important, like why it was going for a heartbreak, and feels comfortable being honest about it. It is it's one of my top 3 albums.
Oh man, Keith is no joke.
Undeniable. The Make It Last Forever album is my
undeniable.
So
undeniable.
Yes. Okay. So Lorena, before you get to number 1, I guess you go from 13 down to number 1.
Oh, 13 to okay.
Yeah. So you did.
Okay. So 13, I put I Can't Go For That, the remake.
Oh yeah. What did you think about it? That's the Hall & Oates song.
What did she say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear her.
I Can't Go For That for number 13.
Oh, okay.
We did a cover of Hall & Oates. I like the original song. I wasn't feeling the remake too much. I didn't think it was necessary on the album. So yeah, that one would come in at number 13 for me. So, and then 12, I put My Prayer. It's a beautiful song. The other songs, I was more impacted by it. But still a beautiful song that he did. Number 11 is Oh Lord, another good song too. A lot of these songs, I really did not know where to place them.
Yeah. It's understandable. I know they're at the bottom of the album as well, so you appreciate it. Yeah,
I don't remember the ones I ain't put on the list. I didn't know it's more than 10 songs on this album. I didn't even know.
Hard because it's such a good album. Like the songs can be placed anywhere. They're just that good. And then
I do remember one song, Feeling Gone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't the easiest to put them in order. And then at number 10, I have Yours. Number 9 is The Feeling Gone. Number 8, Stay the Night. Number 7, Love Me, Hold Me. Number 6, I Couldn't Say. Number 5, After the Love. Number 4, Goodbye, My Love. Number 3, The Way Love Goes. Number 2, I put One Last Cry. And so number 1 comes in as Never Felt This Way. I just thought it was just a beautiful song. That just shows his voice. It's simple, but it makes such a big impact. And I would love to actually see him do this song live.
Yeah, the sensitivity that he had in it. And as I said, it felt to me he was just one take. He just felt like that. He didn't feel like, the one group that I'd seen that I'd always compliment when that I'd seen live was Mint Condition. That sounded exactly like their record. It felt like, oh, this is what I'm listening to on an album, and they're performing the same way. And it feels as if they perform and recorded it in one take. When I interviewed the Word Up Story, which are the guys who were in Cameo, they said the 12-minute version of 7-minute version of See Strange extended mix, that they were playing that live in the studio. It wasn't programmed. It's like they were just playing continuously, and they recorded that. So I know that people were doing it back in the day. Yeah. Okay. So your number 1, that's definitely Never Felt This Way. Goodness, I probably, if I'd love the song as well. Okay. So Karel, what do you want? Whatever you remember, if you remember from 11 or 10, just start from it.
Only thing I remember is
The one that didn't make it.
Feeling Gone, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
If the feeling gone.
Okay. So what's number 10 then? And up.
Number 10 was yours.
Oh, yours. Okay.
Yours. Number 9. I got everything all scattered around. Sorry. Was Goodbye, My Love. Number 8 was I Couldn't Say. Number 7 was the Way Love Goes. Number 6 was Stay the Night. Number 5 was Love Me, Hold Me, Hold Me. Number 4 was Oh Lord, Oh Lord. Number 3 was My Prayer.
Wow.
Number 2 was Never Felt This Way. And number 1, One Last Cry.
Oh.
But you know what, honestly, you know, it's always, I'm so glad that you have her on here, because me as a producer and as a singer, I always think about what a girl's gonna like, because girls are the heartbeat of popular music. So listening to her say yours was what's your number one again?
Never Felt This Way.
Never Felt This Way. You know what I mean? Now, if I was an A&R, even though I like One Last Cry better, if she was to say that, I would put out the one that she says she liked. You know what I mean? Because you always gotta hit the women. You gotta, if you know what I mean. So if that song moves her like that, I would listen to what she would say, and I would put that song out instead of One Last Cry.
Yeah.
Me, I just like it because I can identify with it so much, almost too much.
Well,
lady boy.
Yeah, but that might be the reason why it did so well, because probably a lot of people identified with the song.
Yeah.
I mean,
it depends, man.
Yeah,
Depends on what people go through.
Yeah, he did it with Brandon Barnes. So they both wrote and produced the stuff, the albums, the singles and stuff. Yeah. Oh, goodness, what a year! I mean, I'm grateful that I was able to appreciate the 90s and the music then. And number 13 for me was I Can't Go For That.
Okay, I do remember that one.
Yeah, I think it was different. It had the rap in it, and it was different. I think I listened to it and I thought, you know what, Brian, the album is so good. You didn't need to do a cover. You know, back then people do a Stevie cover just in case. And I think there's that nervousness where you're a new artist, you don't know anyone, so let's just try and get a remake on your album in case we need to push it out just to tag people in, and they didn't need to. So My Prayers at number 12 and Oh Lord's number 11. I think those songs are there because it didn't feel like they fit the vibe of the album, the heartbreak and stuff. Now, of course, My Prayer and the whole son, about his son and his stuff. But it was at the end. So after you've listened to the songs and you get to the end, it's always tricky when you put songs at the end. It's almost as if you don't need to listen to them. And so funny. Psychologically, I'm thinking that you normally put your best stuff earlier on. So that was the reason. So that was the reason why they were there, because I didn't listen to them as much as I would listen to the others. Number 10 is The Feeling Gone. Number 9 is Stay the Night. Number 8 is Love Me, Hold Me. Number 7 is I Couldn't Say. 6 is Yours. 5, Goodbye, My Love. Number 4, Never Felt This Way. Number 3, One Last Cry. Number 2 is After the Love. And number 1 is his first single he came out with, The Way Love Goes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was it was his first single introduction, and it hit the mark. It hit the mark, and yeah, it's his vocal range throughout the song was there. You know, I just remembered. I was listening to the album. I'm thinking he reminded me of Chucky Booker. Because
Chucky Booker.
Chucky, singer, songwriter, producer, does everything, and you know that's the way love goes reminds me a little bit of games, and Chucky decided, oh man, this industry isn't for me because of all the politics and stuff. Um, but this was the same type of direction that's when you're self-writing and self-producing your own album, and you're bringing out what's inside of you. And so there were elements of Chucky that I felt in this album. But the way love goes, down, down, and then he has high falsetto throughout the song as he's singing it. Then the vocoder, yeah. So it did give me the games type of stuff. But yeah, the way love goes, I just loved it. And then he goes into the heartbreak, like, oh damn, Brian, who did this to you? So yes. Out of 10, Lorena, what would you give this album?
Out of 10, I give it, I would say a 9.
Okay.
10.
Correct. What about you?
Really
Okay, good.
But for me, back then, I would have given it an 8. I would have given it about an 8. You know what I mean? Only because I was in a different headspace back then. You know what I mean? You know, I was listening to Rex and Effects back then. You know what I mean? The New Jack Swing was my jam. But now I would give it a 9 because he sang the living out of that album. He really, really did. I gotta give him his props. I gotta give him his props. It's almost like he's an underrated singer because I never hear people mention him when people are talking about the best singers. Like he's a flawless singer. His tone, he's perfect. He's a perfect singer.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and I wonder if I'd ever appreciate him as a. I knew that I was a big fan of his. I've just said this album, and I was going after the other albums he was getting, he was coming out with. And Mac put 11. The album's an 8.55 for me. I think I don't know if I listened to this album, listened to him sing, and I would have just thought, because I was so influenced by saying an Aaron Hall or Luther. But I'm listening to it now. I'm thinking, man, this guy was so underrated as a singer.
Yeah, he can really sing.
And I think, unfortunately, now a lot of the family drama stuff that's going on is taking away people just appreciating that voice and that gift.
Yeah.
For me, it's a 9.5. It's probably, I would say, debut album by a male artist is my all-time favorite. Debut album by group. Oh, goodness, I have to be careful here. So debut albums, I have 112's debut album is probably one of my all-time favorite debut albums, like back a group. That includes Guy's debut album stuff.
Woo!
But this album is one that I've always cherished, and no skips. I listen to it and I'm like, okay. And that's why it was very hard for me to do this list. It was very hard because I just felt like a disservice to the album ranking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I wanted to change the rules and just talk for each song. But I'm glad
Do you guys have a all-time favorite Brian McKnight song? Because I asked because Brian McKnight, he reached his peak later on. He didn't reach his peak. You know how Guy's first album was their best album. Brian and Bobby Brown's second album was his best album. But Brian McKnight, it took a couple of albums before he reached his complete peak, I think.
Yeah, Anytime. I think that was the one that had Anytime. Let me see. The one that the album that had
on Jagged Edge, guys.
What happened?
I'm talking in the comments, and Mac.
Oh.
That includes Jagged Edge. He knows how to do with them.
Jagged
Um,
Edge.
yeah, when he had Crazy Love. No, yeah, the Anytime album. I thought that was his big
I'm talking about
album.
single. I'm talking about like is there one song
You
that
Should
you
Have
like
Been Mine. Don't Waste Your
the
Time.
most
Anytime.
out of Brian McKnight? Like, what's your all time favorite Brian McKnight song?
I can't say, because I don't think I'd really thought about it that way, because I had to now listen to, and I've got all his albums, so I need to go back and listen to the other ones, because I know that let me go to this. Yeah, I know that his albums here. Yeah, Brian McKnight, I Remember You, Anytime. I didn't Back to One. So he had some big tracks, the albums there. His biggest selling album was Back to One.
Had to be.
That was his biggest selling album.
Yeah.
That was his peak.
The second big was Anytime, which did double platinum. But Back to One had Back to One, yeah. So he was, I mean, to imagine, to start off with, to go your debut album going platinum, your sophomore album going platinum, then your third album going double platinum, and the fourth album going triple platinum. That's how you want your career to go. You want it to get better as it is. But I need to go back and listen to the rest of the catalog, because I can only talk about from this album and I wouldn't want to do this service without listening to the others. So
can I ask you a question? Which album had because this is my favorite Brian McKnight song. It was a departure for me, for him. He did this song was more different than any of his other songs, at least the way he sang it was "You're more than wonderful, love of my life." You remember that song? Oh, hey. He sang the whole thing like falsetto. It sounds like Maxwell.
Yeah.
You're more than wonderful. You don't remember that song, Namdi?
No, I'm trying to. Does anyone know the song? And then you can put it in the comments.
It was a single.
It's called More Than Wonderful.
Yeah, okay. More Than Wonderful. I can't believe you don't know that song. It's beautiful. It's because he sounds like Maxwell on it. It's like a totally different type of song. It's like it sounds like something maybe even R. Kelly could have wrote for him.
When did that come? What album was that on?
It came out in the 90s. It came out in the 90s. That's what it must be. Either
it was on his album called Just.
Oh, it's called That's Love of My Life. It's Love of My Life, is that?
Oh, that's what it's called.
That's what she's saying.
Love of My Life or More Than Wonderful is one of those two.
Love of My Life, 2001 superhero album.
Oh, that's 2001.
2001, where Love of My Life was the first single.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not familiar with that song?
No.
Wow.
No.
But you probably, were you in England then?
No, I was still in the US, but I think after Back at One, that was when I thought, okay, I kind of I bought the first 5 albums. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think I did Superhero. I didn't do the Superhero album. Yeah.
I love Back at One too. I love that song.
Yeah, I didn't do the Superhero album. Okay. So, I mean, as I said, I need to listen to the rest of this discography to be able to pick my favorite. But Lorena, can you pick your favorite Brian McKnight?
No, I would have to listen to more of his music. So I don't want to say one song, because I'll probably listen to his discography and discover other songs. So I wouldn't be able to answer that question.
Yeah. Did you know the song that I mentioned?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do know that one. That one is a really good song, but I don't want to choose it because I don't know all his songs.
But I
don't think it much better than that.
I would say that I don't. His other albums felt a little more studio polished afterwards. he had I think he's still on Mercury at that time. When did he go to? He was still Mercury because Mercury closed down.
Yeah,
I so yeah, as I said, I back at one was that still at Motown? Yeah, so he moved to Motown. I don't know. I would say that his first album felt raw and felt the others, and I kept buying his albums, but none
yeah,
of them moved me like his debut album.
yeah.
What I'm going to put up here.
That probably is his best album as a whole, as far as the body of work. That's probably his best album. You know what I mean? Because that album was the most honest album I think they've ever had.
It felt that way.
Yeah.
It definitely felt that way. I did say that we wanted to have a discussion on
Mariah.
Mariah. So I'm just gonna I'm trying to get the I'm trying to share I'm gonna share the screen just to hope I can get this done. Hold on, here it is here. Get back here. Share screen. Share screen. Let me see. Windows. I've got this one. Include audio. Okay.
Love of my life. Yep. Love of my life.
So. Sorry. Let me play. Sorry. I'll play it again. Okay. Oh. So what did you make of that?
She's hoarse. She's completely hoarse. Yeah, Mariah don't miss like that. Come on, it wouldn't even make sense for her.
Performance.
Yeah, she's completely hoarse, and for some reason she had to perform. That has to be it, because you could be the greatest singer in the world, and I know from experience, you could be the greatest singer in the world, and if you're hoarse, you will sound like that and worse. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For her to be a effortless singer like she's been for so many years, and for her to sound like that, she's completely hoarse, and for some reason she had to do it, because she's even doing it in a different key than the original. Yeah. And you know, survive, and you did it, and then a hero lies. Yes, it's like around that key. Like I always remember the keys of every song I've ever heard. You know what I mean? Yes, she's originally around that key. You know what I mean? And right now she's singing sounds like 2 steps lower than the original key, maybe even more.
Yeah, I think the challenge is that when you have such a high standard, and then you put yourself in that sort of situation, it's not easily. People are like, oh, what's this? You know, and it's hard to recover from that.
Yeah, where was she at when she sang that?
It was at some event in New York. It was a summer event in New York. I'm trying to see now. Oh, sorry. It was at. Let me see. I just saw it. Yeah, Harper Bazaar. What is this? Harper Bazaar. C translation.
That's what happens. You have like an off performance, and then all of a sudden you fell off. So
yeah,
it's hard. And I would also guess too, like she's had so much judgment in regards to her voice, because obviously she's older now. She doesn't always sing in the same key for whatever reason it may be. We obviously don't know. So I feel like people are very harsh when it comes to her performances, and that might also too affect her performance if she's interested by what people are saying.
Yeah. I mean, listen, when I hear somebody sing like that, my heart goes out to them, because if you don't normally sing like that and you sound like that, you going through something. Or I'm praying that she's just hoarse and and that's just it, and she just wanted to perform no matter what by doing somebody a favor or whatever. Maybe she was under a contract where she had to perform.
Yeah, Tiffany's gala, the Tiffany's the jurors, they had a gala, and she was one of the special guests there and stuff.
Yeah.
But it looks as though she looked as if she was drowsy, as well. And it's hard to say. I mean, goodness, I mean, you don't want to go viral for the wrong reasons and stuff. And you know, people normally say the Mariah comes out after November, then that's when she's like, okay, Christmas time now, let me make that money. It's like, come on, man, we need you to be able to, you know. I don't know if Whitney ever recovered when she started to, you know, when things started going bad for her and stuff. But anyway, and she never lip syncs though.
Yeah,
Mariah would never lip. She would say, "Yep, look, I don't need to do lip sync," and because she's slammed J-Lo so many times that she can't then go around lip sync, because Anyway, I just thought we were talking about Brian McKnight. We talked about his vocal abilities and how he performed, and you even mentioned about seeing him live. And I just thought one of our all-time greatest singers has had an off day, and unfortunately, it's how people might remember that later on.
I pray for her. I hope she's all right. I don't judge nobody, because I know how it feels. I don't give a damn if I'm at a performance and somebody could be sounding horrible. I will still clap, because I know how it feels to be on the receiving end of negativity on stage. It's heartbreaking. The most sensitive people in the world are artists. And I don't mean just artists as meaning singers. You could be an artist of art or whatever your art is. You're going to be very, as Erykah Badu would say, I'm sensitive about my shit. So I don't never come down on singers, because I don't want nobody to come down on me.
Yeah. Whew. Okay.
Because you can have somebody's life like that. You don't even know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we want to thank everyone. We want to thank our special guest, Corel Henderson. So, Corel, if people want to get vocal lessons from you, how can they reach out, and what can they,
holla at your boy? No, I'm sorry. Go to Instagram and type in NYC Vocal Charm School, and I will get right back to you. You know what I mean? On TikTok, NYC Vocal Charm School, and on YouTube, Vocal Charm School. Okay. And I'm not giving you my phone number unless you contact me.
Okay. And are you still in touch with your old group members, Teddy and Timmy?
Course. I spoke to Teddy like 6 days ago. You know, my friend is maker of this company, this clothing that I'm wearing. It's called Snow Milk. They just did something for Snoop Dogg and Peter Guns and everybody, and they just did something for Teddy Riley. Wow. So I had my friend send Teddy Riley some hoodies, to come. What's the word I'm looking for? To celebrate his book signing and everything. And Timmy, I spoke to Timmy about 2 weeks ago. I'm giving Timmy some space now, because Timmy is going through a terrible, terrible tragedy. That's my brother. I pray for him every day. That's my boy. I hope he'd be all right. And he can always holler at me when he's ready. He's going through a terrible, terrible tragedy right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we keep our prayers for Timmy Gatlin.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Lorena, hopefully you can get Corel on your show. I know he's got tales from the 80s and the 90s and stuff. He really wanted to be Michael and Ralph all in one. And yes. Okay, everyone, we appreciate you guys for showing up and for celebrating the album. Okay, go ahead.
Please get her information to me so I can follow her on all social medias and everything. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So so guys, we appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you next time. So I would say, Corel and Lorena, don't hang up. While I say goodbye to everyone, we'll be back. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I did miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for me, but just for me.
No. Okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jonas Boys winning all spirits.
Play it.